Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very exciting video. We're going book shopping. I felt like I just needed a little bit of a mental health day, and for me that looks like going book shopping, grabbing a nice coffee, and just like aimlessly perusing the shelves and just seeing what I can find. So that is what we're doing today. I also had my friends over on Instagram vote what video they would have preferred to see next, and this one won, but a 24-hour reading challenge also was like neck and neck, so maybe we'll be doing that soon, we'll see. But yeah, I'm sitting right here in front of Half Price Books because I have a massive bag of books to unhaul, and Half Price Books will buy your books for just like a couple dollars each. So I figured we'll just do that, drop them off, increase our little book budget a little bit, and then maybe peruse the shelves a little bit and see what we can find. I have a couple books in mind that I do want to get, and they are like newer releases, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to find them here or not. We'll kind of just see what they have. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and start book shopping. We are officially at our second place. I got $44 or $45 from all those books at Half Price Books, which I think is crazy and very exciting because now we have a much larger book budget than we originally came in with. So we are at BookPeople now. I did pick up a book at Half Price Books, and I will just do a full like book haul at the end of this video. Let's just go into BookPeople. We're gonna get a coffee inside and then just aimlessly walk around and have a fantastic time. I'm very excited.
through the arbor in the garden room. Wings are beating, baby, me and you alone. Pencil drawing phases of the moon. All through the stages, both becoming seen into. Slowly we take on phosphorescent.
I am so excited about the books that we got at BookPeople. Every time I go in here, everybody is just so fabulous and so nice and helpful, and they don't bug you, but you know they're there if you need to talk to them. So I had a great time. I got a iced caramel latte, which I've been getting that a lot recently thanks to my husband. He got it for me a little while ago, and it's always so good. Honestly, it's a little hot out here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like sweating. So I'm probably gonna head back inside, head back to my car, and then we're gonna go to it's called the Antique Wine and Bookstore, or the Vintage Wine and Bookstore. It's just like right down the street from here, and it's the coolest little bookstore. And honestly, I think more people who are visiting Austin need to visit this store because it's just got the coolest vibe. It's an old house that's like a historical site, but they made it into a modern bookstore, and you can do like wine tastings and stuff like that. They have like events and stuff. So we're gonna go there next, just peruse around. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any more books because I bought 3 in BookPeople, but I can always buy a book. You know, I'm always feeling like buying books. So we're just gonna go there and see what they have, see what the vibes are, and then maybe we'll head home after that. We'll see.
Phosphorescent. In the heavens, a billion signals move. Call and answer, dozen pairs of 2 by 2. Slowly we take on phosphorescence, vivid in the bond, phosphorescence. Midnight halos twist tied together, turning over, so close together. Midnight halos twist tied together, turning over, so close together.
We are back from our little book shopping trip. Hachi's very excited that we're back. I got 4 total books. I did not end up picking anything up at the Vintage Wine and Bookstore. I went in there actually looking for My Friends by Frederick Bachman, but they didn't have it, which I know that I've seen it there before, so they must just have like run out of stock or something. But yeah, so that was kind of like the only one that I was thinking about. So I did get these 4 though. I got 1 at Half Price Books, and then I got 3 more at BookPeople. So we'll just go through and I'll show you guys what I got. The first one that I got was at Half Price Books, and it's The Time of Contempt, which is the second book in the Witcher series. Technically, you can kind of see back here, he wrote 2 prequels that are actually a collection of short stories that's following The Witcher, and you kind of just get like a little bit of foundation and a little bit of background on like who The Witcher is, the story behind the romance and stuff. It's suggested that you read those first. So I did read those 2 first. Those are The Last Wish and The Sword of Destiny. And then I actually just read the first full novel, which is The Blood of the Elves, or Blood of Elves, and I just loved it. That and these books are kind of like comfort reads for me. So when I just need like to sit down, know that I'm gonna have a good time, know that I'm gonna immerse myself into a world with characters that I already know that I love, I'll pick one of these up. And that's exactly what I needed. I think I read it like last week or something, and I immediately wanted to like dive into this one, but I didn't have it. So I saw this there for $8.99, which is really, really good. I think you could probably get this on Amazon for like $10 or something. And so I ended up getting $45 for all those books that I sold, which is kind of a lot. But honestly, most of them were hardbacks, and they don't like tell you exactly how much you get for each one, as far as I know. But yeah, $45, that's very good. So we were able to just like have a little bit more freedom in our budget for book shopping. And then we went over to BookPeople, and I got 3 books there. I got 2 that I already knew that I was gonna get today. The first one being A Dance of Lies. This book, first of all, the cover is so pretty. I know I say that about every single book that I buy, but if a cover is pretty, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna look at it at least. This one, I have been just like seeing going around a whole lot, and a lot of people that I trust their opinions really love this. And I checked before I bought it because it kind of gives like YA fantasy by the cover, but it's not a YA, it's an adult romantasy. And it's not too long. It's 430 pages or so. The font is nice and like big, and I think it might be a standalone, which would be really cool. I know nothing about this except that people are really loving it. I will read the first little paragraph. Let's see. My protector is gone, revealed to be a monster, but I remind myself that I'm not a damsel. I'm no princess bound within a tower. I'm a shadow. That sounds good. Vasily Moran was once a dancer in King Ilian's court until he framed her for murder. Barely surviving her 2 years in the dungeon, she's suddenly called to face her king. He offers her a deal: become his spy at the 6-week royal gathering, and he'll grant her freedom. That sounds good. As the rivalry between brothers escalates, with Vasily caught in the middle, the horrifying truth of her past comes to light. If she wants to survive, she must decide who to trust, who to fight for, and how much of her soul she's willing to damn in the process. I'm very happy that I picked this up. I'm very excited to start it, and I don't know, I have a feeling I'm gonna read this probably soon, just because it's super hyped up right now and it's kind of like pushed in my face, and it's hard not to want to pick this up because it's just so pretty. So then the next book that I got, this one you probably not heard of before. It's called The Lost Queen by, I want to say Sinye Pike. Tell me if I'm wrong. Sinye Pike. And the front little like blurb says Outlander meets Camelot, a sweeping magical tale. And that sounds very cool. This is not the first time I've seen this book or heard of it. I actually picked up the 3rd book in this trilogy at Barnes one day because the cover is beautiful. And I think I might have shown you in one of the clips, the cover of the 3rd book. It's gorgeous. And then I realized that it's not the first, it's the 3rd. And so this is the first one of that trilogy, and it's got really, really good reviews. Introducing Langareth, a forgotten queen of 6th century Scotland and sister of the man who inspired the legend of Merlin, which sounds so good. And it says, in the land of mountains and mist, tradition and superstition, Langaroth and her twin brother, Lailokin, are raised in the old way of their ancestors, but the rise of a new religion heralds an era of disruption, bloodshed, and riot. When conflict brings the hero Emrys Pendragon to her family's door, Langareth finds love with one of his warriors. Her deep connection to Maelgwyn is forged by enchantment, but she is promised in marriage to the son of a Christian king, together with her brother, a warrior and druid known to history as Meriden. Langareth must fight for the preservation of the old way and the survival of her kingdom, or risk the loss of both forever. It sounds so good. It sounds like I'm gonna get sucked into a tree and brought into another world. I'm gonna meet all of these fun new characters, and there's gonna be magic and folklore and love, and she just looks like she belongs in Outlander, and I love the idea of Outlander. I've never read the books, but I did start the show, and I loved it. So I have had this in the back of my mind ever since that day, which was like a couple years ago, like a few years ago, and I just haven't really picked it up because you don't really see these in the bookstores very often. When I go to Barnes, I usually kind of keep it in the back of my mind to like look out for it, and they had it at BookPeople. So I picked it up, and I'm very excited to read it. The words are a bit small, but I'm not gonna let that keep me from picking this book up because I'm very excited, and it has been on my mental TBR for a long time now. So this is the second book. This is the third book that we got, The Lost Queen. Tell me if you've heard of this before, because I'm really curious to see if other people out there have heard of it or have read it already, and I'm just late to the party. And then the last book that I picked up, I already knew that I was probably gonna get when I went out, just because this book has also been on my mind for a while, and it just seems like it's right up my alley, okay? And that's Left of Forever by Tara Dewitt. I actually have Savor It by her also. I did not know that these are a interconnected standalone, but the cashier at BookPeople told me that it was. And she said that you could absolutely read this one before this one's not a big deal at all, but I guess some of the characters in here are also in here. Either way, I'm excited to read both of these, and now that I'm looking at the covers, like, it makes total sense that they go together. But so many people are saying that this book is like one of their favorites this year, and that it made them cry, which is so rare for just a little bitty romance book to do, especially for me, because I love to cry, but it's usually not a romance book that's like making me want to cry, you know what I mean? Also, this cover is like speaking to me. This is like Alex in a cover. They're in the woods in Oregon, and I think it's a second chance marriage trope. Like, they already have a kid and they're trying to like rekindle things, and they go out maybe camping or something like that in the woods, and then they like rekindle their love for each other, and that just sounds really good. And the setting, I think, is like what I'm most excited about, because I'm just like craving a good camping trip, outdoorsy trip. I just craving it so much right now. So this is high on my priority list recently, and we'll see if I actually get to it soon, just because it's very much a mood for me to pick up a romance book. I very much have to be in the mood for it for me to like go and pick one up. And I have a few already on my shelves, so I know I'm gonna read it eventually in the next year at least. That is the last book that I picked up today. So we only got 4, which is not too bad. And I will be doing like a full book haul video in itself soon, because recently I've been picking up a lot of independent or like indie published books that I'm very excited about, and I want to talk about them. So I think I'm gonna be doing that at some point soon. I just had like a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me today on a little book shopping trip or mental health day trip. If this is your sign to just go take a day and go take care of yourself, get a coffee, go do whatever sets your little heart on fire, go do it, because it is so important to take care of yourself. Well, I will see you guys in the next video next Saturday, and I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.